What's going on, everyone? I'm finally getting to one of the most popular thrillers, or some people even call this a psychological horror film. The Silence of the Lambs. It was released by MGM February 14th, 1991. I think it was actually independently released in 1991, then picked up by MGM later. But yeah, it was produced by Gary Gottsman, written by Ted Telly, and directed by Jonathan Demay, who also did like other films, not much like this type of film, but he also did films like Philadelphia, Something Wild, Stop Making Sense, and Rachel Getting Married, and weird films like that. So if you're not sure what The Silence of the Lambs is, this is one of the beginning, one of the first films of the Hannibal films. So some people might not consider Manhunter to be the original. I do. That one came out like the 80s, but it was with a different actor and stuff, with the Hannibal character. But this is the first one where Anthony Hopkins plays in it and defines the role and really makes a disturbing character out of it. Now, a brief, and it also stars Jodie Foster in her first like big starring role, and she does a really great job. So I'm gonna sum up the story the best I can, as quick as I can, because I'm pretty sure most people know of this movie, but if for some reason you don't, Silence of the Lambs is, well, Jodie Foster plays a rookie up and coming FBI agent. She's top of her class, and the FBI enlists her help to find to go and interview a cannibalistic serial killer to help find clues to get into the mind of a killer at large that's causing havoc around in the Chicago area, nicknamed Buffalo Bill, who takes women and is a little sexual, not sure what about his sexuality, and yeah, kills and tortures women and stuff. So and then so she goes and she meets the the cannibal, played by Anthony Hopkins, and yeah, she almost gets like attached to him, and interviewing him, and then slowly realizes that what how intellectual smart he is with these things, and how much he plays games with her mentally and stuff, and you really see the gears going in her mind and his mind, and they really do a good job at with the tension building in this. And as the film progresses, she goes on some false leads, goes on the more stronger leads, and eventually she outsmarts even the FBI that's working, and tries to catch the killer. And it's a good cat and mouse type film. It's pretty superb. The cinematography is fantastic. The story and the characters are all well fleshed out. It's a very well put together movie, I thought. I absolutely adored this movie. I've seen it so many times. I watch it a lot. Yeah, don't think I'm a serial killer. I'm not. Don't worry. I'm just a weirdo that likes all this shit. And yeah, but as yeah, and Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal is really really good and disturbing and stuff, especially when he escapes like his cell and has the cop with all the guts coming out and stuff like that. That scene was amazing. I absolutely love this movie. And yeah, there's not really much anything wrong with it. It is fantastic. It's one of my favorite psychological thrillers out there at all. And yeah, so I don't really have any complaints at all about this movie. And the guy who plays Buffalo Bill does an amazing job as well. And even like the girl that's captive, who is actually like a senator's daughter, does an amazing job, even trying to get revenge and stuff. All the tension and all that was made perfectly. This is pretty much a perfect psychological thriller film, in my opinion, and I absolutely adore it. So I'm not going to go on much more. I absolutely love this movie. I'm giving this one a 5 out of 5. There's no complaints at all. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's really disturbing and dark, but there is a lot of gratitude. They even incorporate some interesting science into it with like the death head moth and things like that. I'm not sure. I want to see. I should look that up and see if it's a real moth or not, or if it's just made up fictionally for the film and the story. But yeah, I know this is based on a novel. Never read it, so I can't really compare it. But this is a fantastic film. You have to see it if you haven't. I highly suggest it. Like I said, it's a 5 out of 5. Show's linked down below like always. Go watch it. Go watch the movie if you haven't seen it. And yeah, but yeah, that's my thoughts on this one. So yeah, like I said, show's linked down below. Also linked down below is my Instagram. That's where I was post clips of films I'm going to view in the future on my story. And yeah, post clips of films I'm going to view in the future on my stories. You have the film title hashtag, the subtitle and film hashtag, so you're aware of it. And so my Letterbox is linked down below as well. That's where I post my first diary whenever after watching the films. Follow me on one of those two platforms and link with the channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And also if you want me to do the rest of the Hannibal films, let me know as well. And if you have any films, film franchises in any genre, and you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below there as well. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Yeah, make sure you subscribe because hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, or so you hear my opinions on popular films that come out at the time, classic films, something like this, and reviews on other things. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, guess what? I'm going to be looking at Hannibal from 2001. We'll be diving into that for the next one. Hopefully it's as good as this. I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times, but as far as I remember, it's pretty decent. I think there's 1 or 2 things I might complain about, but we'll see. Let me refresh my memory and I'll get to you in the next video for that. But for now, watch out for all those cannibalistic serial killers like being out there, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. So until then, cheers.